Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video we'll be talking about how not to romanticize toxic behavior. So let's roll into this.
Seems like I can't get away from you. Broken hearts were made.
Okay guys, so while we talk about this, I'm gonna be doing my brows because Christmas is only a day away. I need my brows done. I'm not going to the shop. All the appointments are filled, so just know that we're gonna be multitasking. Some tips I would give for how not to romanticize toxic behavior are: make sure that that person or that situation is not the center of your life and your day. What I mean by that is make sure you're not waiting for someone's text or waiting for someone's calls, or when they do text or call you, you drop everything: family, school, important things you need to do for your life, things you need to do for self-care, commitments you've made for other people just for this person. I think that romanticizing, yes, often we do it ourselves, but I also think that a manipulator can also be making us do that by things that we want to hear, by doing things that they know we want them to do. Sending, oh, sorry, it's going to be a long day, I'm going to be busy, not going to be able to text, that message. That makes you feel positive endorphins. Like, that makes you feel like, oh, they took the time just to text me, that they won't be able to text me all day because they're going to be that busy. And then they don't text you till 3 p.m. the next day. That's bullshit. Don't romanticize that. That is literally the bare minimum. Someone telling you that they're not going to be able to talk to you the entire day and then they proceed to not talk to you into the next day, the next afternoon. That is a tactic. That is not love. Also, I feel like we have to also stop romanticizing good morning, good night messages. Okay. They text you good morning. They text you good night. They text you what you doing at 1 p.m. Did you eat at 7? That doesn't mean anything. Are their words matching up with their actions? When you said you wanted flowers and they said they wanted to get you flowers, did they get you flowers? When they said they wanted to take you on a date and you said you didn't care if it was just sitting in the park or a restaurant, did that date ever happen, or did they just keep putting it off? So you have to start falling in love with people's reality and not their potential. I know personally in the past, I let that happen, and I also was a benefit of the doubt giver. Like, I would just say, oh, but you know, he's working all day, so it's okay, he didn't think about me till 8:30 p.m. You know, it's okay, he just couldn't find time to type hi in his messages. He didn't have time to call me. Like, he's that busy. He really is busy. He works at McDonald's. What the fuck was I even talking? Okay, scratch that. But what I'm saying is you need to stop giving benefit of the doubt. Like, into 2025, before the new year, I need you to make a self-resolution with yourself to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt when they have not earned it. They have not earned the just cause for that. They're not doing anything for you. You might be afraid to lose them. I know that that's the thing too. Like, you're afraid to lose the, you know, the good morning message. You're afraid to lose the attention. You're afraid to lose the feeling of someone caring about you. You're afraid to lose them. But really, what are you losing? You're losing somebody who does nothing for you. That's not a loss. That's not a loss. They're probably distracting you from shit you need to be getting done anyway. Like, maybe you need to get your driver's license. Maybe you need to pay that bill. Maybe you need to go see your grandmother more. Maybe you need to call your parents more. Maybe you have an assignment you need to finish. Like, they're probably a distraction in your life, and they're not as big or as great to you as you think they are in your head. Another example is you could be in the first stages of dating someone, and for a few dates, you kind of ask, like, what are we? And they kind of say, well, they're juggling their options. They're talking to other people, but they wouldn't want you to talk to other people because they care about you too much. You, as a dumbass, I'm sorry. You could have taken that to mean, oh, he just doesn't want me to see other people. He really does like me. He wants to continue seeing me. That is not what he just said. He said he's talking to other bitches and you're one of them. Please don't have options like he does. That's what he just said to you, to your face. Wake up. I think that a lot of the experiences that I've had that are similar to these have just shaped my no patience. Like, I have no tolerance for any bullshit. The moment I sense a shift in a text message, I'm out. And I'm not the type that's gonna send a paragraph or a message. I'm not gonna slash any tires. I'm not gonna show up. I'm not gonna call you. I will just disappear from your life. Like, I am completely a leaver. Normalize being a leaver. When some shit happens or some fucked up shit is going on, or you catch that first red flag, but you wanna ignore it, but you fully fucking caught it, and you know that that red flag is waving its fucking hand at you every time you see or talk to this person, and you're continually ignoring it, that's not gonna do anything but hurt you in the future. Some automatic no's for me, and what helped me stop doing this, stopped all the romanticizing I was doing in my head for hours and days I would spend. So you're not alone. Like, I would do this myself. Like, it wasn't even the effort from that person. They barely had to put in any effort because all of my energy was going into them and convincing myself that the reason that they were doing this is because they secretly loved me and they were just thinking about me and they really don't want to like hurt me or waste my time or shit that wasn't true. Something that's very unattractive to me now as a young adult is mixed signals. Like the goodbyes, the hellos, the I need you, no I don't. Like every time I start to close the door, they knock and I let them in. I did that. That was me. But it was also because of how much I had built them up in my head. I could always see someone's potential and not focus on their reality. Like I saw Joe's future if he would just get up off that couch or stop working that low income job or treat me better or be a better person. I didn't really see Joe like Joe's mama see Joe when she warned me about him when I went over the house. Okay, let's not talk about it. We're not getting deep into that. I think a large part of it also is loving yourself and knowing your self-worth. Like the more you know your worth, the less you will be susceptible to tolerating any kind of bullshit. Anything that even slides you down your arm wrong, anything that even makes a hair stand up on your neck, the first time your body feels uncomfortable with that man or that woman, you need to leave that situation. And in the past, when I was on dates and I started feeling uncomfortable or did not want to be alone with that person, I would just tell myself, oh, it's because, I like him. And girls are always shy when looking at someone they're like, and the shyness will go away. Babe, it never went away. 10 dates in, the shyness never went away. Like, you can't stay in that situation. That's not something that's positive for you. Also, realize that someone going hours without messaging you is actually insane. Like, how do you like me and care about me and, text me and want to hang out with me on the weekends, but you can't even text me back in less than 4 hours? Going 4 hours without replying to a message is crazy. You're telling me you went 4 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 24 hours without looking at your phone? Bullshit. And I think oftentimes we lie to ourselves like this because we want it to work out. We don't want to give up. And I think for some of us, at least I'm speaking for me and people like me, like I was an intense lover girl. And so I was a lover girl so much that I would sacrifice my own self-compassion and self-love for that person and what they thought of me. So every time they do something bad or something would happen or a date wouldn't happen or something that they said wouldn't come through or they talked to me wrong or they said something mean to me but then tried to play it off as a joke, I'd just like laugh or I'd sit there or I'd tolerate it because I'm like, okay, well, this is for the long run. I've already planned my marriage in my head to this man by our second date, which was fucking ridiculous. That's another piece of advice I'm gonna give to y'all. Don't plan a marriage. Just go on the date. Like, don't imagine yourself married to this person right now. You can think like you can date with marriage as the intention in the long term, but don't like imagine your kids on the first date as you're sitting there talking to this person because you don't even know the real shit he said. Like, you could have heard and told yourself in your head that he said he needs help and he's trying to better himself and he wants better for his life and he's going to work towards it and he wants to be with you. When in reality, what he said was he has a DUI, he has no car, he doesn't have a real way to take care of you. You're the type of girl he will want to marry, but he has absolutely nothing to offer you. And he's not really a good communicator. And he was honest about that to your face, but that is not what you heard because you were romanticizing him and his words in your future before you ever even got to know him. But at the same time, I don't want you to blame yourself because that's what I did. I was often blaming myself, like, why the fuck didn't I hear that? Like, he said that to me, and how did I still not take that in? Why am I this hurt over this person? It is not your fault for wanting to love someone correctly. Don't ever blame yourself for wanting to be in a relationship. Like, that is the bare minimum of the human existence. Don't blame yourself for expecting good out of someone because you are giving them the best of you. Like, not everyone is you. Not everyone is good. Some people are just plain terrible, and that's just the brutal truth. The best thing you can do for yourself is to detach. The best thing you can do for them is to stop falling in love with their potential and instead try to even like their reality because you probably don't even like this person. You romanticized him so much to the point where he could say anything, do anything, drag you through the depths of hell. Because you have showed him that you will stay with him through anything, he will surely put you through anything. Like, having a big heart is nice, yes. Doing good gestures is nice, yes. Being there for someone and telling them that you'll stick with them through thick and thin is nice, yes. But there's another type of narcissist that some people don't know about, whereas when you tell them that you will go through thick and thin with them and you show them that you will stay, they will literally make it so you have to prove that shit. I'm talking lies. I'm talking cheating. I'm talking manipulation. I'm talking fucking complete dishonesty. They will completely break every trust that you put in them because something is broken in them. That doesn't mean you have to stay in that situation. Stop romanticizing people's potentials and start seeing them for who they actually are. Start seeing how they actually treat you. All they really do is text you sometimes, check on you sometimes. Y'all have never even been on an actual date. This person has never even told you that they honestly like you in a serious sense, in a let's build a future together sense. They have never said that to you, but you heard that. That's not what they said. What they really said is they're not ready for a relationship. Let's just go with the flow. And if it ends up in a relationship, then that's what it is. That's some bullshit. Do you hear me? If someone ever says that to you, man or woman, fucking sheep, you walk away. That is literally, I'm not going whole bed. That's the whore. I'm not even gonna, that, because that's all they mean. That means they want to fuck you until they're ready to commit to you. But they don't even know you. They don't even know your favorite color. All they know is the shape of your breasts. And that is not a man you want to marry. That is not a woman you want to marry either. I heard this man on this TikTok video the other day say that if a man tells you where he is 24/7, talks to you 24/7, then that means that, congratulations, he is fully in love with you. I am here to tell you face to face, don't be a dumb bitch. That does not mean that. He can be telling you that and also telling Jessica that. He could be telling Harry that on the down low. Like, that does not mean that you have won any sort of competition. That does not mean that you have won that man. If he has not clearly told you his intentions, if he has not been straight up with how he feels about you and locked you down completely, that is not your man. I don't care what you hear on a social media site. The only person you should be listening to is Ace Metaphor, and he's on Instagram. I think he's on TikTok. Don't follow him, but I follow him, so go on my following. He's probably in there. But that's the only person you should be listening to, that and God. How does God say a man should treat his wife? Is he treating you that way? I didn't think so. Get the fuck out of there. You telling me y'all put up the Taco Bell and the bill came to $8.31 and he looked over to you and said, you got your half? What? Like, I have been in so many situations where I was just like, oh yeah, of course. And I just gave it. And every time I gave it, what did that set the standard of? Me being able to get it. And so every single time, you got your half, you got your fucking soul sucker. And I'm telling all of y'all this from personal experience. This ain't no made up shit. This ain't no trend. This is shit that I know. These are tips that have helped me. Something else that's also helped me, y'all, is listening to music. Like, I feel like some songs depict what you're going through so well. So for me, during the time where I was learning this and going through this, I was listening to You Never Know by Blue Eyes. If you don't know her, I don't really either, but I do know that song. I do know that song, y'all, and it's a good song. It's a good song. So I would recommend that you go stream it. And also, I've been listening to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift. And that is my motto right now, okay? Because I can literally be so fucking down. Like, I could literally have someone's soul sucking the life out of me. And I still do my shit. I still pop my shit. I'll still be just the good person that I am, honestly. I'm not boasting. I just really, y'all suck, and I don't, not all of y'all, but some of y'all out there ruining lives. I'm not ruining life, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But another thing that's helped me is I've also started being way more vocal about my love for God and all that he's done for me and his hand over my life and getting me out of these situations that I talk about for Closet Truths. Like, I wasn't doing that before. I wasn't afraid to say that I was a Christian, but I was afraid to tell my followers weren't Christian and they would like me less. But now I'm done with that. I'm sorry. I'm no longer seeking male validation and I'm no longer seeking worldly validation. So all I'm gonna do is give y'all advice and give y'all makeup and hair tutorials. That's all I got. And another thing is, honestly, y'all are healing me. Like, even talking about these things and like putting myself out there and like, admitting that I've done this dumb shit. I've been that dumb bitch. And all this shit. I gotta start calling myself dumb, y'all. Because I wasn't dumb. I was just young and naive and really didn't know that, people were just terrible. So I really do want you to know that you don't have to stay with that person also. You don't have to stay in that toxic situation where you're romanticizing their every action, every word, but their words aren't matching up with their actions. So now you're stuck in a situationship filled of mixed signals between your romanticizing mind and this person doing nothing. This low effort, low maintenance little bitch of a boy or a bitch, you know what I mean, depending on your gender. But But I'm letting you know that you do not have to stay stuck in that situation. And I feel like a lot of the time when I was romanticizing behavior, I would often think of them more highly than I thought of myself. So if they took me on just one day out of like 4 weeks of knowing each other, just one date, like I would be like, oh, well, they just care about me so much. And I would go through the details of the date and put it with a song, and I wouldn't listen to no sad music because I thought that would like affect how he treated me. Psychotic shit. Do y'all hear what I just said? I wouldn't listen to sad music because I thought that would affect how he treated me. Mental illness. Don't be me. I'm sorry. Like, don't do any of that. No. With the new year approaching, with Christmas approaching and stuff, y'all, I don't want anyone to fall for the shit that I've fallen for in the past. Narcissist, toxic behavior, love bombing, all of that I'm warning y'all about here. Do not do that. And not just men can do it, women can do it too. Because I know some evil bitches that I went to school with who were doing a lot of shit to men, so I can understand, you know. But anyway, always remember that givers deserve givers and lovers deserve lovers, and we should all just be together and then leave the holes to the holes so that they may experience the pain of which they infringed upon us. Yes. Okay guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm actually gonna start doing these short advice videos, I think, now, because like sometimes memory will just fucking attack me, and call it PTSD, whatever you want, and then I'll remember something, and then I want y'all to be protected from it. So I need to give y'all the advice that helps me get out of that situation, because God gives me a platform so that I can help people, and y'all listening to me is also healing me. So thank you for watching my video, guys. I hope you have a blessed evening, day, or night, or whatever time you're watching this. Remember to follow me on my socials at jazzlinboswell, and go on my bios and follow Closet Truths. Enjoy the Christmas season, and please listen to what people are actually saying to you instead of hearing what you want to hear. You are worth so much more than that. You are worth someone being intentional, someone being gentle, and someone being straightforward with you. Don't settle. Bye, guys.
I want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Should I do New York? I can't decide. Fashion Week was